Today, from Raymond James, Florida, this is Madden NFL 21 on EA Sports.
Harrison Butker ready to get us started. This should be fun. The Chiefs and Bucs are underway from Tampa. That'll be taken about a yard deep. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here right at the 30-yard line.
On the return. The Bucs take over 1st and 10 at their own 30-yard line.
So 1st and 10 now from the 30. Working from the gun, it's Brady. And the throw left sideline here is caught, but they'll rule it incomplete. Couldn't keep his feet in. 2nd down. Brady's incompletion on 1st down leads to a 2nd and 10. Here's a throw caught by Gronkowski. And down he goes, but he takes it up to the 40. 11 yards there, 1st down. And I put my first tally mark next to the Brady to Gronk counter here.
I think it may be the first of many, because once they get going, look out. Things tend to...
And that's caught inside the 30. And he goes down, but not before getting this inside the 25. That one good for 37 yards. So the big play gets him all the way down to the outskirts of the red zone here for 1st and 10. Open man is Howard, the tight end. And down inside the 15, shy of the 10. 12 more yards there and another 1st down.
At the 11.
So 4 plays, Charles, all passes here on the opening drive and already in the red zone.
And even if you're planning for them to throw the football a lot, on the opening drive, if they go 4 for 4 on you, you're off balance on defense. I've been there before. And part of you keeps thinking, they've got to run it at some point, right? They've got them really mixed up at this point. If I were them, I'd keep pressing the advantage.
And he's into the end zone. Touchdown, Buccaneers. Taking it in from 11 yards out. And the Bucs take the ball down the field and score on their opening drive. And they do exactly what they wanted to. Opening drive, they get into the end zone. They do it on the ground.
And not only is the person lugging the ball happy, of course, because he got it into the end zone. How about the offensive linemen and receivers who are blocking for him? They have to feel great about themselves. Sticking it in the end zone on a running play.
And following the touchdown now, it's Bradley Pinion on to kick this one away. Fielded a couple yards into the end zone. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23.
The Chiefs take over 1st and 10 at their own 23-yard line.
Mahomes will lead the Chiefs up 1st and 10 at their own 23. From the gun, he'll set up to throw. That's caught. It's Demarcus Robinson. And he takes this up to the 40-yard line before being corralled. Successful start to the drive, 17 yards, and moves the sticks.
Defense gives up a touchdown on the opening drive. Offense, you got to want to get out there and get those points back right now.
And that's a sharp throw there to get this drive off to a good start. And now a throw on 1st down there, but it's incomplete.
And there's a good opportunity to just went awry there. A drop pass. I guess that's why they call them running backs and not catching backs.
At the 40-yard line.
Back to the air on 2nd down. It's Mahomes. That's complete to his tight end, Seals Jones.
Pass.
Let's not quibble about the gain there on second down. That was a positive play because that was a take-what-you-can-get situation. Got out to the tight end. Now it gives him a much better opportunity to convert on third down.
Mahomes looking to throw on 3rd and 2, and that is incomplete.
It certainly didn't appear that that's where he wanted to go with the ball initially, so he tried to get something out of it by dumping it off to his running back unsuccessfully.
He gets us away. It's a good one, drawing toward the sidelines. And it's out of bounds. Now we'll see what the side judge says. He says out at the 8-yard line. So well done there. And these punters, they get more specialized and better each and every year, don't they?
They sure do. And now it's really not the American punters. It's the Australian punters with their kicking academies and that flat drop and just kind of kicking the nose of the football. They're able to almost stop it where they want to, like a good golfer can check one up.
And nearly picked off there. Almost intercepted. Instead, second down. Going to air it out deep for Gronkowski. And he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete.
I'm looking at this with my defensive eyeglasses on because you remember the old days when a tight end saw a linebacker covering him and thought he had a mismatch? But the way they can run nowadays, not necessarily so. They gave it a shot downfield. That one incomplete.
Looking for Gronkowski, and he's got him complete. And he gets this one just shy of the 35 to the 34. Well, that's one way to convert on third down, picking up 26 yards. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. Again, it's Brady. And Brate, the tight end's got it. That catch good for only a couple.
Brandon, perfect defense in this situation would have meant that there was an incompletion. They would have picked it off. Okay, so they gave up the completion. But I really enjoyed watching how the defense stayed in sync, stayed in great communication. And as he dragged across each zone, you see him pointing, communicating. There he is, and they passed him off to each defender. Ended up making a nice play, even though it was complete.
So the failure to connect on second down, that leaves him staring up here at a 3rd and 8. Daniel Sorensen there on the coverage.
Now that's a good bounce back after giving up a touchdown on the opening drive. Just 1 first down permitted and then out. Obviously no loss of confidence with that defense, and now they get to turn it back to their offense.
Open man has got one. It's complete. Touchdown, Tampa Bay. Chris Godwin, 64 yards as the Buccaneers tack on to their lead. That certainly went against the traditional ways of playing football, but who cares? Look at the result. Big touchdown.
They went for it on their own side of the 50. So there's conservative, there's aggressive, and there's really aggressive, which is what we just saw there. Tip of the cap to them.
Extra point by Gay is up and good, and it's now 14-0.
Bradley Pinion to kick off for Tampa Bay.
Now Pinion with the kickoff honors following the touchdown. That'll be taken about a yard deep. And in hindsight, probably should have taken a knee as he only gets this out to the 16-yard line.
At their own 16-yard line.
Kansas City taking the field for their second drive. They've been outplayed early, no question. Down 14-0 already as they come up 1st and 10. Shotgun snap to Mahomes. Complete. The tight end, Kelsey.
Mahomes.
A gain of 6 there on first.
Well, it's time for them to be good teammates right here. And what I mean by that is possess the ball for a little while. Get at least 2 first downs. Give their defense a chance to settle down a little bit after they give up a touchdown.
Throwing again on second down. Mahomes to the right side. It's Kelsey. That throw good for only a couple. It brings up 3rd down.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
A first carry now. This is Williams. And it was the stiff arm there that freed him enough to get the first before he's tackled.
He was brought
a 3rd down gain of 3 yards, and that'll be enough.
On the play. First down, Kansas City.
On 1st and 10, here's Mahomes. Space to maneuver at the 40. Wide open receiver complete. Nice play for Kansas City, picking up the first 18 yards that time.
You can almost hear the sigh of relief coming from their sideline and from their point on the field, because this has been a tough start for them thus far. A much-needed first down there. They needed something good to happen. Plays like that will continue to help them dig out of this hole.
Under pressure here, and down he goes. Sack back at about the 43-yard line. Shaquille Barrett put that sack by his name in the stat sheet.
Well, someone's been up to the task so far in this game. They are already up a couple of scores, Brandon, and guess what? I think they're just going to pin their ears back now and get upfield and get after the quarterback.
Been such an impressive first half to get that lead. Mahomes firing complete. And they'll get 9 there as that sets them up better for third down.
Never make the mistake that the slot receivers, especially the little guys like we're watching here, are just quicker than fast. A lot of them combine quickness and speed, and they catch a lot of footballs, as we just saw there.
He's got his man. It's Williams. And this is going to lead to another first down as the tackle's made at the Bucs 28. That good for 19 yards as they pick up the conversion on third.
Oh, that was a nice job there. Quarterback and receiver reading the pressure that was brought. They both knew it was going to open up the middle of the field. Nice little shake and bake at the line of scrimmage, got right into his route. And the quarterback hit him in stride, and he was able to run free after the catch.
And incomplete, a drop there in the middle third of the field. That'll bring up second down.
Brings up 2nd and 10.
From the gun, it's a run for Williams. 9 yards, and that leaves him just short, so it'll be third and less than a yard. So from second and long, now we go to third and very manageable.
Yeah, they love that phrase, don't they? Because as an offensive coordinator, you can keep people a little bit off balance and guessing, because you don't have to throw it. You can come back with a strong run game if you want to. And if you're in 4-down territory, that really opens things up for you.
They'll try and run for it. Here's Williams. Well, they hit him in the backfield, and he will not escape. And that is not going to get it done. That'll back him up 2 yards and also bring up fourth. The offense staying out. They're going to go on 4th and 2. They'll go for it. It's Mahomes. He is going to find Hill here. And stopped a few yards shy of the goal line at the 3. Some collective exhales over there on the sideline. A big pickup through the air on 4th down to bring up 1st and goal. They'll try and run. This is Williams. And he'll go backwards, losing yardage to the 5. That's going to go as a loss of 2, and it'll be second down.
That's a really alert defense there, because they saw the heavy look come in from the offense, countered it with extra linebackers who brought a little bit of speed and heft, and able to really make a big-time play for their defense.
Back at the 5-yard line now, 2nd and goal. From the gun, it's Mahomes. And that is caught for the touchdown, Kansas City. Mahomes hitting his favorite target, Travis Kelce, on the touchdown pass. And the Chiefs are able to get this back within a touchdown.
You get down near the goal line, this is where having a sure-handed tight end becomes a luxury, and it pays off big time, especially when the defense sells out against the run. He finds himself open for an easy touchdown.
Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away. Oh, good return up past the 30. Solid return, pretty good field position. The Tampa offense ready to get their drive started. Good drive last time. Really effective passing the football. Do you maybe mix it up? LaShawn McCoy off to the races. Touchdown, Tampa Bay. LaShawn McCoy, 68 yards. And the Bucs get the quick strike touchdown. So simple math here in the first half. They've had 3 drives offensively, and they have scored every time, and they've got the lead.
Well, whenever we talk about adjustments, we usually talk about an offense making adjustments, right? This is all about the defense. They've got to figure out some way, somehow to slow them down. Do they blitz a little bit more? Do they play more zone coverage? Right now, they don't know where to go because they're hitting them in every direction.
And following the touchdown now, it's Bradley Pinion on to kick this one away. That'll be taken about a yard deep. And beyond the 20, but not by much. In fact, just a yard pass there to the 21.
Take over first and 10 at their own 20.
KC's offense ready to take over. I guess they have to feel a little gratified to at least get on the board last time, but still work to do.
No doubt about it. I wonder if we pump up the pace, maybe go 2 minute. Who knows? Let's see what they decide to do.
A gain of 3, second down.
Ball on the stop.
Well, they didn't get a whole lot out of that one, but I think you've got to continue to try and run it, try and keep the defense honest.
You mean or else they'll just sit back, dare you to throw it on every down?
Yeah, you get your quarterback hit a lot that way, too.
Now a throw for the All-Pro Kelsey is complete. And he's able to get out to the 32, brought down there. 7 yards there and a first down. I think defensively you're okay with that. You're in the first quarter. He's going to get some catches, but they rallied to him quickly.
And that's what you count on, and I like what you just said. First quarter, can you do it all game long? They catch it, you tackle them, they go down on the spot. Because when you're able to do that, you don't give up big chunks of yardage after the catch. Now you put the offense in a position where every series they have to work hard to pick up first downs, and you tend to stall them out when you do that.
First down, Chiefs.
Now a first down carry. It's Williams. And boy, this defense again really making things tough on him as they stop him for no gain.
The running lanes have definitely not been there for him here in the first half, and I don't think it's all been his fault. His offensive line hasn't given him much space. A loss results there.
Mahomes dropping one to Williams here.
Mahomes pass.
That might feel like a little bit of a lost opportunity there for the offense because the defense brought pressure that time. And sometimes against that, you can get out to your running back, and it can turn into a big gain downfield. What a nice job they did getting to him quickly and holding him to a short gain.
Complete.
A busy first quarter. His third catch of the afternoon is a first down.
Fired that one in there, able to make connection on a nice in route.
With those faster passes when they're going that fast, any hesitation as a quarterback that the deflection, if you miss, might be bigger and lead to an interception?
Yeah, and the deflection works both ways. Maybe a defender gets a hand in the way and it pops in the air, and sometimes you throw it so hard your receiver can't handle it, and he pops it up in the air for the defenders to grab as well. But
a moot point there as they were able to connect. He's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on first down.
A gain of 9.
That last catch short of the marker by just a yard leaves him with a very manageable 2nd and 1. Mahomes to throw once more. Eluding the pressure right. He'll try it. Mahomes hit. He lost the football. And it's picked up by the Buccaneers. And he's going to get this one to the 23-yard line. A pretty wild first quarter. 21-7, our score.
21, Chiefs 7.
The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. They'll start out on the ground with Jones. And he's got it past the 30 before he's hit and dropped. Give him 10 yards there, and about by the nose of the football, he's going to have a first down. Interior of that line blocked really well on that run, but also the 2 tight ends, they blocked well too.
Not only have they scouted the line of scrimmage, with their agility, they can get upfield and hit moving targets like linebackers, defensive backs. They do a really good job helping out the running game.
Mike Evans, the one he was looking for. And now it's 2nd down.
Incomplete.
Throwing again. Brady. This one complete to Scott Miller.
Brady's pass.
That'll leave them with a 3rd and 2 coming up. They got 8 yards there.
Gain of 8. Brings up 3rd and 2.
2nd down pass play got them 8 yards. Now they've got a 3rd and a couple remaining. They'll try and run for it with Jones. And able to rip off a big chunk of yardage before being dropped inside the 40. That burst good for 20 and a first down.
1st and 10 at the 39-yard line.
And they'll keep on the ground with Jones. He'll be hit down at the 33, 5 yards on the play.
He's taken down.
That's a really nice job by them picking up the run blitz and detecting it and blocking it and turning it into a nice run. And a lot of times you think if you blitz a running play, you're going to smother it. But a lot of the blitzers, they come in a little bit high. They don't have great leverage, and they're easily blocked and turned to the side.
That's complete to his receiver, Godwin. And he is going to have the Bucs first down as they're able to get the third down conversion. Brady finding Godwin there for a Buccaneer first.
The goal for any offense versus his own defense, find the holes where guys are available and put the ball on the receiver before any defender can step up and fill it.
They did it well there. Perfectly executed crossing route. Into the red zone, it's Brady. And he gets it inside the 10 to the 9. 10 more there and another first down.
I think a lot of people ask the same question all the time. Why do we see so many slants in the red zone? Well, the windows are tighter. Everything's more condensed. It has to be quicker, and you've got to deliver the ball on time. Your biggest worry, ball gets tipped in the air. Because if that happens, then it's fair game for the defense.
A gain of 7 that time. Second goal. And he's into the end zone for a Tampa Bay touchdown. Tom Brady to his old Patriot pal, Rob Gronkowski. And the Buccaneers here finding a way to stretch their lead.
The big fella was the recipient there for that touchdown pass, and it seems like more and more the tight end is the guy you have to worry about most in the passing game.
Extra point by Gay is up and good. And the lead now to 3 touchdowns at 21. Now Pinion with the kickoff honors following the touchdown. Fielded near the back of the end zone. And Hardman going to go ahead and sit on this one as it'll come out to the 25. The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. And last time the turnover on the fumble, and they were in enemy territory, so that had to be very frustrating. Down on the scoreboard here, can't do it again.
You nailed every part of what was frustrating. Down on the scoreboard, had a drive going, had pushed it past the 50-yard line so they felt they were in striking distance, and to come away with nothing, not a good feeling at all, to put it mildly. Now they can't afford to do that again.
Yeah, now can they? Mahomes hit. He lost the football, and it's picked up by the Buccaneers. And they are going to set up shop at the 32-yard line. You think about it, Charles, this is not a quarterback that's used to running the football a lot, and that time he was loose with it, had it knocked free.
He always has to think to himself that there's always going to be traffic around because of what you just said. Not that elusive, not going to get into the open field very often. Remember, he's not Lamar Jackson, not Michael Vick back in the day. Always has to protect the football because there's always going to be people around.
And it's incomplete. Boy, he doesn't drop many like that one. Second down. Now, meanwhile, the throw by Brady knocked away, incomplete.
They have to like what they've done defensively here at the outset of this drive. They forced a couple of incomplete passes, bring up a 3rd and 10. Don't be surprised to bring a little pressure on this snap.
Quickly to Gronkowski, that's caught. And he is going to have the Buccaneers first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. Brady on target to Gronk, first down Buccaneers. And now with that completion, he's north of 200 yards here in the first half.
And he's going to break our statistician Marvin, isn't he? Because Marvin right now is just tallying it up. Hope his hand doesn't hurt too much doing this or keeps hitting the calculator. But my goodness, what a start he is off to. By the end of this game, he could have monster numbers. He just wants to continue to be accurate.
His throw caught at about the 5. And the Bucs are going to be looking at 1st and goal as they move this down to the 4-yard line. Catch number 4 for him on the afternoon, and it'll give him a first down. So in the second quarter, he's already up over 100 yards receiving now.
And isn't 100 the magic number for a really good game for a receiver? So he got a chance to really shatter that.
And he'll take it into the end zone. Touchdown, Tampa Bay. Ronald Jones with his 2nd touchdown here in this first half. And the Bucs are going to add on to their lead.
Okay, we need to double check here with Marvin because he keeps all of our good stats. But what I've got is 5 drives, 5 touchdowns, and they've got a nice, healthy lead.
Well, after the first drive, we thought things might be clicking. They're really clicking at this point. They're clicking about as much as they can click.
And
I just said click a lot.
Yes, you did, but that's okay because the guy who's coordinating the defense, trying to slow them down,
good luck.
He's going to have hair that looks like mine very soon. Not much of it.
And bring this out to the 25. No return there for Hardman. Mahomes will lead the Chiefs up 1st and 10 at their 25-yard line. Out comes Patrick Mahomes in the Chiefs offense. Been a decent start for him here in this first half, but bottom line, his team's losing. They got to fix something.
And it starts with him. He has to keep that little quarterback strut going right now to make sure that his team sees him as confident. Continue to try and up his game, but just let him know, hey, if I'm around, if I'm the one calling signals and throwing the football, just follow me, we'll get there. Sometimes that will do more to elevate a team than anything else.
See if he has that confidence. A gain there of 30 big ones. So the big play gets him across midfield now for 1st and 10.
45.
Here's Mahomes to throw. Flushed out right. He'll wind up getting right about 4 there on the scramble, and it's 2nd down.
Brought down by Levante David. 4 yards on the pickup. 2nd and 6.
Now Mahomes, maybe a free play. And a quick throw here, that's complete. And he's going to get this down near the 30-yard line.
Defense.
So offside's the call, and they understandably decline it.
And this is why we're seeing more and more teams hiring that one coach to the staff that's in charge of all these things. This one's minor. It's pretty easy to figure out. But all the game management stuff, trying to help out the head coach in his decision-making process.
Not able to go anywhere that time. 2nd down.
2nd and 10 at the 30-yard line.
To throw, it's Mahomes. They'll set up the screen. This is Williams. 4 yards the gain, and it'll bring up a 3rd down.
So many things have to come together just right for a screen pass to break for big yardage. The blocking, the timing of the pass to the runner, everything has to fit together just right. But on that play, the defense was able to disrupt things and hold it to a short gain.
Catch number 4 for him on the afternoon, and it'll give him a 1st down. They'll run out of the gun here. Williams. And just a couple yards there down to the 17.
On the carry.
Well, he hasn't made much of an impact in the running game thus far, and after that last run, not much is going to change in that area.
He hasn't been able to get anything going, and really the offensive line not helping him much.
45.
From the 17, Mahomes. Quick hitter here, it's complete.
Mahomes pass.
And he's brought down just outside of the 10 at the 11. Not a big window to throw. Coverage wasn't too bad there.
Yeah, they had him under wraps pretty well, but somehow able to muscle his way open and catch the ball.
Yeah, Williams is going to be stopped short of the yellow line. He did not get there. No gain there on the play, and that's going to leave him with a 4th down. This offense converted once on 4th down earlier. Now they're out there again to try once more. And nowhere to go. He's going to be stopped behind the line.
Sean Bunting on the tackle.
Well, their first 4th down attempt earlier was successful. This one backfires for a turnover on downs.
I like their aggressiveness. I like what they're doing. They got it the first time they went for it. Why not a second time? I don't think they'll be daunted from attempting it again. If you're on the defensive side of the ball, though, any 4th down stop is a big momentum play.
And way up past the 35 before he's taken down. 23 yards, the final tally. To throw is Brady. Letting one go deep here for Gronk. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up 2nd down.
And that's one of those plays where it's hard to keep 2 eyes on the football when you know the contact's coming, let alone getting 2 hands around it, hugging it to your body, and absorbing the hit. Even for those big tight ends who you would think could absorb that contact.
23 yards the pickup there. And that last reception puts him over 150 yards now on the game, Charles.
And now it's not just execution. It's not just performance. It's a mental aspect that's going on. Because right now, he's got the defense so much on their heels, got them looking at each other. Who's going to cover this guy, and what type of coverage can we put out there to try and slow him down?
Brady's incompletion on first down leads to a 2nd and 10. Brady on target there to Godwin. And he takes this just a few yards shy of the red zone before going out. That one good for a first down pickup of 18 yards. Brady to throw again. And his throw is incomplete. Unable to get it to Gronkowski that time. And that'll bring up 2nd down.
Incomplete.
Now Brady again. And his throw's going to be incomplete. He was looking for Chris Godwin that time. And now it's 3rd down. So back-to-back incompletions. 3rd down here in 10, but you're still in field goal range.
And that's the thing to keep in mind. They're in field goal range. So now you don't take any unnecessary risks, but you try and find a way to get back to what you were doing earlier in the drive in order to finish this one off.
Daniel Sorensen there on the coverage.
Has to be a little bit of frustration there. Back-to-back incompletions. Receivers blanketed on both attempts, this time on 3rd down.
Letting one go deep for the end zone. And that is going to be incomplete. The Bucs try it on 4th down, but come up empty. And the Chiefs' defense comes up with a stop. And the coach has decided to challenge this play. He has tossed down the red flag.
The previous play is under review.
Well, he challenged the play. It did not pay off.
And that means he lost a timeout in that challenge.
And as a coach, you hate that. Don't know if you took the advice of the... And now a fumble. The ball's out. And it's picked up by the Buccaneers. So a challenge coming down from the booth, and that's where these challenges come from, of course, in the fight.
Yeah, baby. Yeah, baby.
The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. And a fumble last time. Ball security. Talk about it all the time in the National Football League. They've got to be better at it on this drive.
Don't you think that when every team gets together...
Mahomes hit. He lost the football. And the Buccaneers have it.
The pass. Fumble on the play.
Always costly to cough up that football. These defenders, they become so adept, though, at jarring it free.
Yeah, it's amazing that there aren't more fumbles caused because now, if you're an offensive player, you go through ball security drills every single day.
Touchdown, Tampa Bay! Mike Evans, 50 yards. And this offense continues to pour it on.
Matt Gay on.
Well, this is exactly where I expect teams to take a shot. Right after a turnover, you count on the defense being a little bit jumbled coming out on the field, maybe catch them back on their heels, and that's exactly what they did there. They threw it downfield and really created a big play.
Yeah, you said jumbled. They were the definition of jumbled defensively. One play and into the end zone.
Tampa Bay.
Now he's back out there to boom this one away, maybe with some frustration after the PAT miss. fielded near the back of the end zone. And Hardman going to go ahead and sit on this one as it'll come out to the 25. Patrick Mahomes on his way out for their next drive. Been a decent start for him here in this first half, but they're losing. And I think as the captain of the offense, you probably always feel like you need to do more in that situation.
The best have always felt that way, and they won't settle for anything less. So right now his goal is to increase what he's doing on the field, try to make sure his teammates come along with him, and he feels like if I do better, everyone will do better. And that's what we're seeing from him right now. Got to have a little extra determination.
Yeah, a little extra determination. He has thrown the touchdown pass. No interceptions for him personally to this point. The Chiefs now going to use the first of their timeouts as the stoppage will come with a little under a minute to go in this first half. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down. Working from the gun, Mahomes. Throw right side, complete to Williams. Now another timeout called for by the offense as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds to go in the first half. 38-yard line, 2nd and 11. And again, it's Mahomes. Mahomes hit. He lost the football. And the Buccaneers have it.
Tom Brady sacked.
And now 3 drives, 3 fumbles.
What's amazing about it is when we go around and watch practices, how many times do we see them put that sleeve over a football now to make it more slippery and hard to handle? It's almost like they're playing with that sleeve on the ball right now. Was it 3 drives?
Yep.
3 fumbles?
3 fumbles.
It's time to change their luck some way, somehow. Focus, concentration, you'll hear those words on the bench in a big way right now.
He gets it into the hands of Gronkowski, complete. And he's out of bounds just before the midfield stripe at the 49. He'll get only 3 there, so it leaves him with a 3rd and 7 ahead. The last catch did get 3, but they're still left needing 7 yards on 3rd down. He's got a first down and then some inside the 40. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. Well, that's one way to convert on 3rd down, picking up 26 yards. And with that completion, he's now north of 200 yards here in the first half. Boy, a tough start for the secondary defensively.
It is, and it's got to put a dent in their confidence. And, you know, you always want to keep that up and feel like you can always bounce back after plays. But with the kind of numbers he's putting up here, it's starting to wear on them a little bit, I think. So they're looking at each other and trying to figure out what defense will work and how can they play better without getting beat deep for Big Pat.
And he hauls it in for the Buccaneer touchdown. The 4th touchdown pass of the game for Tom Brady. And the Bucs offense continuing to pour it on.
For the point after.
That score that they just gave up there, that's a tough one for their defense to swallow because they've had a tough time through the first 2 quarters. They really were determined to get a stop there, unable to do so. That makes their comeback hopes that much more difficult.
Bradley Pinion to kick off for Tampa Bay.
And following the touchdown now, it's Bradley Pinion on to kick this one away. This taken in about 4 yards deep. And not wanting to risk anything here late in the half, he'll just take a knee and they'll bring the football out to the 25. Here's Damian Williams making his way back out. He's been good. They've utilized him well, but they're losing here in the second quarter. What might they change offensively?
I think that what you try and do is expand how you give the ball to him a little bit. Get him out in open space, maybe swing the ball to him. What's that they used to call in the West Coast offense, the long handoff? Serve as your running play that way, as well as continue to feed him the football. Some of these runs now may pop bigger later in the game because of the effects of running it. Sometimes people, after a while, they don't want to tackle him anymore, or they get tired, or they get out of position, or he runs through tackles. Continue to feed him the ball. He's having that kind of game.
Yeah, might they get him the ball in some space in some different ways here. Nothing open downfield. He keeps it himself for 11 and a first down.
All day, every day, any day.
Hey, check Mike.
Looking to throw is Mahomes. That one complete to Hill. Nifty running there, but it'll come on what should be the final play of half number 1. So we've reached halftime here in what is quick. And okay, so much for our halftime break. Apparently we're going to get right back to it.
Bradley Pinion to kick off for Tampa Bay.
It'll be the Chiefs football to begin quarter number 3, and they trail here as we are back underway now on EA Sports. Taken about 7 yards deep. And bring this out to the 25. No return there for Hardman. The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive.
45's the mic. No chance.
Mahomes now on first down. Gets this one to Hill. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. Second and right at a yard.
Tyreek Hill.
Maybe a good spot to take a shot. Here's second and a yard from the 34.
At the 34-yard line.
Williams. And they're going to get him behind the line yet again as his nightmare afternoon continues.
Well, we saw a lot of negative plays that resulted in plenty of lost yardage in the first half, and that trend is continuing here.
Third down.
Again, it's Williams. And he won't be close to a first down as he runs into a wall right around the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play there. A nice job defensively, and it likely forces a punt situation on fourth.